Dark Lord, this is Station Com Control. Priority message for you from Darth Maul.
Put it through.
No politics today. My time is short. Too many betrayers have attempted to seize power of late. Darth Malgus's men are finished, but the Dread Masters endure. Since you freed them on Belshazzar's, their madness has driven them to conquest. We slew one on the planet Darvanis, yet 5 remain.
I take it something has changed.
They were the Emperor's favored servants, yet idolized fear above the Empire. Now, we have found their fortress on Oricon, a remote moon.
Power such as theirs cannot be contained. It rises until obliterated, as you well know.
Their insanity goes too far. It breeds destruction, not glory. The Republic moved before we did, sending a full fleet to Oricon. Its armada was undone by the Master's powers of fear and madness. Our task force followed, a rapid strike deployment led by one Lord Hargreave upon the insistence of Darth Rictus. Hargreave is a braggart and a sadist, but he has studied our foe. He believed that he and his acolytes could shield our task force from the Master's power.
I've never heard of Hargreave. Where's he come from? What's he really capable of?
He studied under Lord SWTOR. Had he spent less time in his agony dungeon, he might have become a Darth long ago. I have heard nothing since Hargreave's ships arrived in System 12 hours ago. Either his forces were defeated, or Hargreave has betrayed us. Either way, the Dread Masters will sense weakness and counterattack. I have no forces to spare. You represent our last chance to stop them.
I am your equal on the Dark Council, Lord Mar. I may have other affairs to attend to.
These matters threaten our very survival. Besides, I expect you will seize the chance to uncover the Master's secrets. Even you cannot slay the Master single-handedly. If you can reach Oricon, however, you may find some remnant of Hargreave's task force. If all else fails, send any warning you can of the Dread Master's strengths. Perhaps then we can limit our losses to mere sectors.
Very well. Forward whatever data you have and await my word.
Defenses all around the moon. We can descend to ground level, but the ship will be vulnerable.
Put me down with a landing beacon, then take the ship out of orbit. I'll activate the beacon when it's time to depart.
Three more gone, my lord. 2 commandos took knives to one another, hallucination-induced psychosis apparently, and Major Strix fled camp.
Stupid knives! They can't even resist carving one another like roasts! I'm sorry. I know the things they saw. I can feel the Dread Masters, I can push them, but I can't stop it all. I'm so sorry, Maya.
Are you Lord Hargreave? Darth Mar asked me to find you.
What?
We're the remains of the task force, yes. You'll have to forgive us. Lord Hargreave is shielding our minds from the Masters, but it takes a toll.
You know who I am. Whoever you answered to before, now you serve me.
My oath is to Lord Hargreave.
And your feeble-minded loyalty is appreciated, but we can make an exception in this case. Fill our new leader in.
Between their mental dominance and their orbital weaponry, the Dread Masters managed to annihilate our ships. The survivors regrouped here. Our hope was to make one final push to the Master's fortress, but the Dread Guard has us trapped. We don't need firepower, we need manpower to break out.
Are there other survivors who can reinforce you? Give you the manpower you need?
The Republic. They came to Oricon too. I can feel their soldiers out there. Trapped. And afraid.
This is your plan? Round up our bleeding enemies and hope they sign on?
They're desperate. They have no hope of rescue, and we share a common enemy. You can mold them like clay.
It's murder out there. The Dreadguard have machine support, enough to cut our reconnaissance into pieces.
How long before we're overrun?
Hours, at best. Point taken.
I will shield you against the madness as well as I can. Bring us the soldiers we need to survive. Once I thought myself a monster. I played in rivers of blood and laughed as innocence quaked. Yet, when I touched the Dreadmasters, I saw that my darkness was but a shadow of true depravity.
You want us to trust you because, what, you've been redeemed?
Perhaps you'd rather return to the field to have your skull split.
Better than working for Sith dogs.
Don't fear the Dreadmasters. Fear me. I hold your life in my hand. You will march because I demand it. You will fire on our enemies because the alternative is unthinkable. Am I understood?
Yes, I understand.
I admire your charm.
What you were saying to them.
It was true enough. In the Dreadmasters, I saw a cancer. Now, I recognize my own disease.
Forgive the interruption, but we should discuss our plans for the Master's Fortress.
Not yet. I sense pain, fear, and death nearby. Two sources of power outside the fortress, walls coming for us. I see no more.
Stay and shield us from the Dreadmaster's power. If you lay out a strategy for the fortress, I'll intercept whatever's out there now.
We are grateful, and we will be ready.
The threats have been dealt with, and the Dreadmaster's technology neutralized.
Thank you for that. You know, all my life I aspired to heights of cruelty and passion. But the Dreadmasters, they went too far. We went too far. Passion without humanity is meaningless. Shall I have Maya salvage what you didn't destroy? I'm sure someone clever could make use of it.
Send a squad to gather what's left. Let's not let the Dreadmaster's skills go to waste.
We will see it done.
The troops are almost ready. We can secure a route to the fortress and protect your flank if you act as vanguard. But we still need a way through the fortress gates. According to our recon data, they're built with highly dense materials, conventionally unbreakable.
Can we circumvent them? How are they controlled?
There's an outer watchtower with command of the gates. Its computers are built with ancient Sith and Rakata technologies. We scanned it from orbit. I know the Dreadmaster's designs. If you can seize the machine core, I can extract the codes needed to attack the fortress.
We'll have our troops start moving on the fortress itself. Bring us the machine core and they'll strike at your command.
Long ago, you sought to free us from Belsather's prison.
Since then you have grown. In mind and body, in skill and in spirit.
Meanwhile, we have tasted death. On Darvanis, the Empire slew Lord Styrak and ripped him from our Union.
From our wound bleeds our memories, our names, our ambitions. We tasted oblivion and it drowns us. Like you, we are changing.
Talk to me, Dreadmasters. Why are we here? Why are you telling me this?
Once we desired an empire. Now with the death of Lord Styrak, we are going mad.
The wound must be healed. Our union requires a sixth, or there will be only chaos.
You of all Sith know power and darkness and secret terror. Once a wretched slave, you became a being worthy of worship. Now you will join us, and we will feast upon your dreams as we grow strong together.
If I were to say yes, if I were to accept a part in your union, how would we begin?
You must first be degraded. You must be humbled and humiliated, stripped of all but fear.
Even now, our ships prepare to launch and deliver our devices to other worlds. Dromant Kars, Nar Shaddaa, and Coruscant.
Populations will be infected, planets overgrown. Mothers will kill daughters as soldiers weep in terror.
All you love and prize will fall. You will try to stop our ships and fail. Then you will be ready to join us.
One of your acolytes has gone mad. Your protection may be wanting.
I am concentrating. I am trying to focus. What?
We don't have much time. I recovered the computer core, but the Dreadmasters are launching an attack on the Empire.
Oh, blast it all!
That explains the signals we're picking up. Hyperdrive's coming online not far from the fortress.
Get the gate codes off the computer. We're going into the fortress next.
Yes, of course. But please, do not let the Dreadmaster's ships reach our worlds. What they would do is unthinkable.
Hurry as you wish, but you will watch your planet burn.
Dark Lord, it is done.
The gates to the fortress are open. Squads of Republic and Imperial troops are holding a path.
And now that you've neutralized the Dreadmaster's attack, I expect you'll go for the throat. Stop them. Show the Empire that their depravity leads to weakness, not strength. Make sure no Sith is ever tempted to follow their path.
I'm not here to debate the Sith code, or to set an example. Battles are won through superior weapons and tactics.
The ultimate weapon is the sharpened spirit of a Sith. My acolytes and I will confront the enemy through the Force, as you break their flesh. Perhaps we may even be useful.
Not enough.
You dared to stop our launch. For every Dreadguard killed, we will destroy one of your soldiers.
Unless you wish to bargain.
Tell us a secret. Tell us what you fear, and we will spare your servant.
My soldiers have already cleared a path and your fortress stands open. Do what you want. It's too late to stop me.
Die.
I saved as many as I could. I tried.
Soon. You will join us soon.
Get to the fortress. Kill them. For all of us.
A fascinating collection. Let's see what we can make of you, shall we?
I felt violence, death, but you're alive.
And Lord Brontes has fallen back. But she and the others are still out there.
There's an inner palace. No ships left the planet. I'd guess the Masters are there.
You thirst for our blood.
You may defeat one, but all.
You will join us. We will break you and ruin your thoughts.
You will be part of our union, but in the depths of your despair and degradation, you will not save it. We will all go mad together. Come.
Scout reports as the palace doors are open. I think it's time.
Birth. Pain. Fear. death.
You live. You know pain. You have learned fear.
Now only death remains.
The madness is gone. I can feel it. I can feel it!
The Dreadmasters are dead. All of them.
The Dreadguard are falling back. We should target any surviving clusters.
Learn to celebrate, Maya. You were inside. What was it like? Were you tempted at all? To live as a union of fear, without mortal inhibitions?
They wanted to crush my spirit. To unmake me. But I would have been powerful. Unchained by responsibility.
Find a planet somewhere and forget this war. You might come close enough.
We're also getting strategic updates from Darth Mar. Border sectors where he needs reinforcements.
And so the bloodshed must continue. Well, at least the cancer and the Sith is gone. The Empire is a healthy body once again.
Think of these civil wars as a deck-clearing exercise. Those of us who survive are better off.
I agree. But that doesn't mean disease is to be cultured. Your final instructions for Oricon.
The fortress and the palace are yours. Take the Dread Guard, if they surrender, and build whatever stronghold you like. One of these days, the Empire will need the Dreadmaster's power, no matter what Darth Mar and the others believe. Just remember who assisted you.
How unexpectedly generous. I assure you my memory is quite keen.
My lord.
Give Darth Mar my best, Dark Lord. I wish you well in your dealings with the Council. Now come, Maya. We have much work to do, and our friend has much more.
Stop it! You want to know something I'm afraid of? I'll tell you.
Speak! Name your fear!
I have been a slave, an apprentice, a collector of dark spirits. I have claimed power from nothing. But death itself still pursues me.
Let that thought suffuse you.
There aren't a lot of people in this galaxy who are close to me. The thought of losing them, yes, it scares me.
Let that thought suffuse you.
I make sacrifices. I endure misery. But I accomplish what I set out to do. Someday, it may not be enough.
It will suffice.
Enough humiliation. You will join us soon.